The Holden Colorado is the Red Lion's entry in the ultra-competitive light commercial ute segment. The Colorado shares a lot with the Isuzu D-Max under the skin, but gets unique styling, a different drivetrain, and suspension tuned for Australia by Holden. The second generation Colorado scored an update in October 2013, adding an extra ratio to the manual, more power for the 2.8 litre turbo diesel, which is now standard across the range, Holden's MyLink multimedia interface, and a few other detail changes, like side airbags in the front for most variants. The Colorado LTZ tested here is the top spec, sitting above the LX, DX and LT, and comes with a leather steering wheel and gear knob, power driver's seat adjustment, climate control, a 7-inch touchscreen for the MyLink, which includes several embedded apps including the Bringo SatNav, which works with a compatible smartphone with the app downloaded. The LTZ also has rear parking sensors and a standard reversing camera, carpet on the floor, an overhead console, and you can pick it from the outside by its alloy sports bar, side steps, soft tonneau cover and 17-inch alloys. Ours is also optioned with leather trim and Holden's Alloy Super Bar bull bar, which has been designed specifically to suit the Colorado. You can also get the LTZ with the space cab body and two-wheel drive, but the crew cab tested here is the top of the range. On the inside, the interior looks the goods, but hard plastics feel distinctly commercial vehicle, and like all Colorado crew cabs, the LTZ comes with a 5-star safety rating. The back seat is pretty comfy and spacious for a dual cab, and there's storage bins underneath the seat base. The 4-wheel drive LTZ crew cab's ute credentials are also pretty impressive, with a 1-tonne payload, and it can tow an equal segment best 3.5 tonnes with the optional tow bar. This one's also the 6-speed manual, but a 6-speed auto is also available, which adds another 60 Newton metres to the manual's gutsy 440 Newton metres from the 2.8, and both put out the same 147 kilowatts. The manual shift is not bad for a commercial vehicle, but grabbing reverse can take some getting used to, like a lot of 6-speeders. Out on the road, the Colorado suspension is surprisingly compliant for a ute, even without a load in the back, but it does tend to wobble around on rough roads at high speeds and through bends. Like most utes, the steering feel is pretty numb, and with 3.5 turns lock to lock, parking can take a bit of wheel twirling. The diesel may have the numbers to compete with other utes in the segment, but there's a bit more lag than the 3.2 litre in the Ranger and BT50, which makes quick getaways a bit more difficult and ensures the 6-speeder gets a good workout. That said, it's a comfortable machine on a long highway run, and the LTZ's manual combined fuel figure is a full litre per 100 better than the auto and suggests a range of over 900 kilometres from the 76 litre fuel tank. Off the road, the Colorado has decent ground clearance for a dual cab ute, and low range is selectable by a knob on the console. This is where the compliant suspension is particularly handy, helping to keep 4 wheels on the ground for traction. There's also a limited slip diff at the rear, which is equally helpful on wet roads as it is off-road, along with hill assist and descent control. The Colorado LTZ may lack the dynamic polish and easy oomph of some of its ute rivals, but it still does every job asked of a modern ute.